Okay, so this is another update on the 2022 tax season and the 2022 tax refund updates. So I've got better news today than I did in previous days. Many early filers were waiting on that March 1 target, right? That was the PATH Act expiration when refunds were starting to be released. A lot of people didn't get refunds on March 1, nor did they get them on Tuesday. But now they're starting to clear, right? So I've heard from a number of clients and people that they got their refunds yesterday on Thursday, and then even more woke up this morning to see they were deposited Friday morning. So it's fantastic news. We're also getting info that a lot of people are checking their account transcripts and the Where Is My Refund portal, and they're seeing the transcript is updated to show code 846 is now in there. 846 is what we're after, right? That means the refund has been approved and it's been released. Direct deposit dates, they'll put a date next to the code 846. A lot of people are seeing March 9, 10, and 11. So good news. It looks like the refunds are starting to be approved. They should be released. If not today, maybe you'll get them early next week or middle to end of next week too. So be on the lookout for them next week. Hopefully they will start coming through. Now, just some other things to touch on. Paper filings. I got to touch on this again. My advice and the advice of the IRS is avoid paper filings at all costs. So paper filings pre-COVID were still a nightmare. If you paper filed a return, it took 6 to 8 weeks to get it processed. That's in the best of times. And when you paper file returns, there is definitely greater margin of error. We see more errors made on just even simple tax calculations with paper file returns. So try to file electronically. Use TurboTax, hire a preparer to help you. There are a lot of free tax filing options on both the IRS website and other third-party providers. So use those. Please e-file. If you did e-file or if you plan to e-file, you've got to be aware of the backlog. So the IRS processes returns in the order they are received. At the end of January, they still had over 8 million returns that still had yet to be processed, which means if you paper file a return now, they've got to clear all of those returns first before they start working on your 2021 Form 1040. Do not put yourself in that position. You could be now waiting a year to get anything processed, right? Which is ridiculous. Also want to touch on the 6475 letters. Touched on this yesterday. These are the letters that were sent out. They were supposed to be sent out in January. A lot of people started getting them this week. The letter confirms what the IRS believes is the amount of third stimulus payment you received. And so you're supposed to use that information to complete your 1040 to see whether or not you're eligible to claim it again on your 1040. So in other words, if you didn't get your third stimulus check, you can claim it on your 2021 Form 1040. But if you did already get a payment, that amount should be reflected in the letter 6475, and then you can't claim it again on the 1040 for this year because you already got it. If you get the letter now and you've already filed, take a look at the letter, make sure it agrees with what you did file on your return. If there's an issue, the IRS will likely put a hold on your return, right? I mean, this is the reality. If the information you're filing doesn't match with what they think is in their system, they're going to put a hold on your return, and it's going to be subject to further review. And lastly, I want to touch on the EITC. So the Earned Income Tax Credit is available for this year like it is in prior years. It is available for individuals that don't have any children. One of the common misconceptions is that you need a child in order to claim the EITC. That's not the case. If you have income below certain thresholds and you have no qualifying children, you can still get it. The IRS just recently updated their FAQs on March 2nd, I believe. Has some more information there on who can qualify, what the amounts are. So take a look at that. I'll put a link below in the description there. And I've also done a video on the EITC as well. So I'll also add that video link below as well. So you can look at both pieces to try to get some information on it. Okay, so that covers it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye.